From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll play fake. Now Young.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Rodgers now to throw. Out to his left.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. And that's how you and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, 35 yards.
And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you take it right down Broadway? And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 57 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for Najee Harris, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play, and the Steelers first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Young will set to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Hopkins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to have the Jets first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
8 yards to go.
Come and see this. Really, this cannot be happening.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I was going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
It's a gain of 10.
A handoff to Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. This one finds Austin out right. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
They go play action. Young. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got it in, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. Yeah. Keep it going. Take it to him. No. Keep it going, boys. Time to hit the paint dirt, fellas. Touchdown. Score on this drop. I feel it. Touchdown.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
To throw is Rodgers. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Still going inside the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Isaiah Simmons drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get out of here, fellas.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The pitch goes to Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and
To throw, it's Rodgers.
23-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Hopkinson in motion left. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Bryce Young, 47 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers, a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Rodgers locates Hardman for another catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go defense! Let's go defense! Don't let him get
Second down and 3.